Hey, what's up, guys? This is Tech Made Easy with Jared, and this is the best way to keep track of all your leads on Facebook. So, if you're like us and you copy and pasted everyone else's name, email, and all their answers when they join your Facebook group on a spreadsheet, we know the pain. So, there is a better way of doing it that's automatic and not manual. So this was one of our biggest bottlenecks for a while. And because we actually grew pretty fast, we grew this Facebook group very fast. And we just couldn't keep up of just keeping, keep copy and pasting people's name and email and all their information on the spreadsheet. And I got to a point where we were just so unorganized and we just didn't know where anyone was at in our customer journey. But I'm about to show you a tool that will collect everyone's information into one database with just a click of a button. So this tool not only will help you keep track of all your leads on Facebook, your pipeline, in your Facebook group, but will also help you automate your Facebook group as well and automate your whole email sequence once they join your Facebook group. So, a little background about me. I actually work for my brother, Doug Boughton, and he is a two Comma Club winner. He has received the Dream Car Award from ClickFunnels and spoke on many stages, including Russell Brunson's stage. And what he has taught over the years is his organic marketing strategies, his 5 day challenge framework, and overall, we have helped thousands of entrepreneurs either get a kickstart in their business, whether it's creating an offer, creating content, creating their whole inbound lead system, creating a community of buyers such as a Facebook group, or if they're past that, helping them scale online with a 5 day challenge or conversion event. So this is GroupTrack, and GroupTrack is a CRM that works with Facebook really well. It was actually built for Facebook, but they're actually planning on going to different platforms. Right now, it only works with Facebook. And this is how we keep track of all our leads on Facebook and in our Facebook group. So as you can see here, this is the application itself, and it's also a Chrome extension. So if I go back to the group, you notice that the group track CRM extension lights up. But if I go off Facebook, it can easily identify when it's on Facebook. And I'll show you that in a little bit and why that's important. So as you can see here, we have multiple groups connected with GroupTrack because we have a main group, we have a group for our high ticket clients, we have a Facebook group for our front end offer for anyone who purchased a front end offer. So we have multiple Facebook groups. So this is perfect for anyone who has more than one Facebook group. And honestly, this is perfect for anyone who doesn't have a Facebook group. So the holding tank is pretty much a place where you could put Facebook leads if they're not in a specific group. So as you can see here, I do have specific stages within the holding tank. So anyone who is not in any of our Facebook groups, we keep track in the holding tank. So this is perfect for anyone who doesn't have a Facebook group or doesn't want a Facebook group, but still wants to keep track of leads on Facebook. But for now, I'm going to show you what we have in the main group because this is a perfect example of how we set up GroupTrack and how we keep track of all our leads. So first things first, if I go back to the Facebook group and I go to member requests, you're going to see me pop up right here. And I filled out all the information. I answered all the questions. And keep this in mind. Keep this right here, the second question, in mind because something really cool is going to happen. And I'll show you. So if I click on approve and add to GroupTrack, and I go back to GroupTrack, what it'll do is it's going to add me straight to this database. But that's not the only thing it's going to do. So I'm going to refresh the page, and then I'm going to scroll down, and then I'm going to click on my name. So this is my profile on GroupTrack. Notice how it grabbed my email, all my social links, and it also collected my answers, including my email and what I said before, how this is important. So we actually created an automation that depending on what you select, because we have 5 different options when you join our main group, we have creating offers that sell, content that converts, attracting more leads, or attracting quality leads, um, selling an offer, and just getting started online. So we have the 5 you could choose from. And depending on which one you choose, tag a specific training. So notice how I clicked on creating offers that sells. This stands for OTS, stands for offers that sell free training. And this is going to be very important because this actually integrates with ActCampaign, which is the autoresponder we use. So it's going to send me a personal email, because I chose that specific training that I want to learn. So it's gonna we set it up in ActiveCampaign where it's sent out an automation, an email that specifically has to do with creating offers that sell, and it's all thanks to GroupTrack. So as you can see here, this is my profile, and these are all the stages. So stages is a big part of GroupTrack actually, and this is what I was talking about: how to keep track of all your leads on Facebook. So you notice here we have new group members, sent welcome message. This is just our customer journey. So stages in GroupTrack, just your customer journey, step by step, from when they first join your group all the way to purchasing your high ticket offer. So for example, I'm going to put myself a new group member. So if I go back to GroupTrack and I look up my name, it's going to show me as a new group member. I can also change the stage right here too. And what's awesome about this too is, say I go back to Facebook, I go home, I go to new members, or I go to members of the Facebook group. See right here, it's gonna it's gonna automatically pop up on Facebook and show me as a new group member. And I could actually change the stage right here too. And notice how all our members in the Facebook group, all 7,000 people in the Facebook group, have a specific stage. So this helps us keep track of all our leads in our Facebook group, no matter where you're on Facebook. I could even go to the timeline. So say I go to profile. Let's look me up on Facebook. I go here, and it's actually gonna show me right here. If I hover over my name, I could see right here that I'm a new group member. So it pretty much turns your Facebook into a CRM, as well as you have a whole database of all your customers, and you could easily look them all up with the advanced filters. Look up, look them up by name, by pipeline, which AKA means Facebook group, by stage, and by specific tags. So I'm going to go over tags in a different video, but pretty much I just want to show you guys exactly how to keep track of all your leads on Facebook. So if I go back to GroupTrack, this is the manage pipelines area. This is like the settings of GroupTrack. And as I said before, we have multiple groups tied to GroupTrack. And this is perfect for anyone who has a bunch of groups and anyone who doesn't have a group at all. Like I said before with the holding tank. Pretty much what you're going to want to do is go to stages, and you're going to want to pretty much map out your whole customer journey. So like I said, stages is just your customer journey step by step, from when they join your group all the way to purchasing your high ticket offer. And it's actually really easy to add one of these stages. So if I click add new stage, say test, and then I can make it another color. Let's make it red. Bam. I just made a stage, aka a step in the customer journey. So even if I go back to my profile, it's going to show up right away. And as you can see here, I have test. I could select it right away. You can also change exactly where the stages are at. So for example, we have new group member all the way to the highest ticket offer, and say I want to create a new stage, say we come out with a new product or something like that, I could always just drag it up here and have it in between any stage I want. So another really cool thing about GroupTrack too is not only putting specific leads in stages, so you could keep track of on Facebook where they're at in the customer journey or in the CRM. Not only can you organize leads in these specific stages on Facebook, but you could also send them over a message template link to a stage. So I'll show you, for example, I'll go back to me. So say I click on sent welcome message, there's actually a message template link to this stage. So it's going to say send link to message, yes, review now. All I got to do is click send, and it's going to send me this message automatically. Just 2 clicks of a button. And they're pre-written messages, and they're in this message tab right here. I'll go over that in a different video too, because that's a whole different subject. Like I said, today I just want to show you guys how to really keep track of all your leads. So for example, say you already have like a few thousand people few hundred people, whatever, in your Facebook group, you could still add everyone in bulk. So say you already have a few thousand people in your Facebook group or for a few hundred, and you're like, oh, there's gonna be so much work going through everyone and figuring out what stage they're at. Trust me, it's gonna be better than actually um, not knowing what stage you're at whatsoever. So if you're planning to build a group, or if you're brand new, if you're, even a few hundred people, that's not going to be a lot of time to go through and figure out which stage they're at. It's better to know and not leak any leads versus, not have some sort of CRM like this and just always leak leads because you just don't know where they're at in your customer journey. But if you already have people in your Facebook group, you could actually add all of them in bulk. So even if you have a few thousand people, you don't have to add them one by one. All you got to do is click add all members and then hit continue and then confirm the pipeline. And then it's going to start processing all these members within a few minutes. I'm not going to do it because I already have these members in GroupTrack. But essentially, that's how you add all your members into GroupTrack. So what I mentioned before with automating your Facebook group and automatically having new group members go into your autoresponder and start receiving personalized emails. This is how we did it. So if you go to integrations, you could actually connect multiple different types of integrations with GroupTrack, such as Go High Level, Streaks for Gmail, Google Sheets, Kartra, ConvertKit, ActCampaign, Mailchimp, and webhooks. And this is how leads get from our Facebook group to GroupTrack, then to ActCampaign. And you don't need a third-party integration or software to connect ActCampaign or Google Sheets or whatever to GroupTrack. And all you got to do is just copy and paste the URL, API key, select the list you want your leads to go to. And as long as the automation is set up in ActCampaign or whatever autoresponder you're using, they're going to start receiving emails immediately. And as you can see here, we sync tags. So this is going to be very important because we like to personalize our emails. And what it's going to do is it's going to grab the tag from GroupTrack. So for example, if we go back to me, it's going to grab this tag OTS free trading, offers a sell free trading. It's going to send that over to ActCampaign, and it's going to send me a specific email regarding that free training and sending me that free training. And it's going to start the whole email sequence, and it's going to be sending me emails daily. How we did this also was if you go to General and GroupTrack, you can see here, this is automated tags. So whenever we add someone to the Facebook group, they automatically get tagged depending on what they answer. So for example, I chose creating offers that sells, and it tagged me as OTS offers that sells free training. So you're going to have to match the exact keyword that you mention in your questions for your Facebook group. So say you have one of the answers is getting more leads. You type in getting more leads, and you could create a specific tag here, getting more leads training. So what it'll do is anyone who answers this question, getting more leads, it's going to tag them as getting more leads training. And like I said, this communicates back to ActCampaign, and this is how we send out personalized emails. So pretty much this is what I wanted to show you guys today with GroupTrack, how to keep track of all your leads and never leak leads again, and know exactly where all your leads are at on Facebook and in GroupTrack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post the link below for GroupTrack, and if you do sign up with that link, I will send you over a free training on how to set up GroupTrack step by step so you can set it up successfully. So this is going to be the first training today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.